thank you so much for checking out the Home Recording Network. This video is going to be all about a really hot topic this week that people are all up in arms about, and I mean people are mad. And that topic is UAD's rollout of Spark. This is UAD's subscription model that allows you to run their plugins natively using your CPU's resources instead of your hardware's DSP, which up until now was needed to use their plugins. Since the announcement on March 30th, my social media feeds have been flooded with angry UAD users saying they feel shortchanged, want to sell their equipment, or just abandon UAD altogether. So as a heavy UAD user, I felt I should jump on here and share my thoughts. And at the end, I thought I should also show how existing UAD users can download their free native plugins if they already own some of the plugins included in the Spark package. So stick around for that. So is Spark good or bad? Well, I guess that depends on how you use the UAD plugins. For me personally, this change is going to be very beneficial, but for others, not so much. In my case, the whole reason I purchased my UAD interfaces and the UAD plugins was to track through them. Being able to EQ and compress my tracks while recording and using the unison slots has been a game changer for me. And it's certainly cheaper than purchasing the actual hardware that these plugins were modeled after. So let's just keep in mind that you cannot use the native plugins to track through with near zero latency like you can with the DSP plugin. And because the UAD plugins are reliant on DSP, I sort of shied away from using a ton of them in the mixing stage. Now with this new model, I can still use my UAD2 plugins to track through, and now I also have the option of using the native plugins while I'm mixing. So for me, it's a win-win because it's just simply the best of both worlds. And like I mentioned before, if you already own the UAD2 version of any of the plugins included in the Spark bundle, you get that native plugin for free. Now, a situation where I could see someone getting upset with the Spark news is if someone just purchased a bunch of UAD hardware and plugins specifically for mixing. I mean, UAD hardware and their plugins are certainly not cheap. So if you just purchased a bunch of their products and are not planning on using the DSP plugins for tracking, I can certainly see how you might be upset. But keep in mind that there are currently only a handful of plugins included in the Spark bundle. So at this point, I really think people are overreacting to this change. However, if UAD suddenly announced that all of their plugins were available natively and you had just spent thousands of dollars on their plugins just for mixing, yeah, I might be upset about that. But as of right now, that is not the case. Now, do I think Spark is worth $20 a month for the included plugins? Let's just say I'm not going to jump on board just yet. I think they have 10 to 20 included plugins right now. And as some of you may know, I am a Slate user and their subscription is much more affordable. And I think it includes something like 60 plugins. So at this point, I'm just going to kind of watch from afar and see what UAD does. However, I do think they are making a step in the right direction. So for current UAD2 users, let's jump into how you can get the free native versions of the plugins that you already own. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you how to get your free native plugins if you already own some of the plugins that are included in this subscription service. I have not done this yet, so I'm going to be learning with you here, but I have this web page open that Drew was nice enough to share. So let's just follow the steps here. I will leave the link for this in the description so you guys have it. But right here it says download and install the latest UAD software, including UA Connect. So I'm just going to open that in a new tab here and we'll do download for Mac OS. I already have Luna and everything. I'm just going to click this Get Luna in UAD for Mac OS and download it all. And I will be back once this is done downloading. All right, so that is done downloading. So I'm just going to open this up and install. So we are just going to click on the folder here, and it looks like we have Luna, new version of Luna, UA Connect, and then we have the version 10. So I actually need to install all of these because I know I just opened Luna a little bit ago and it asked me to upgrade. So I'm going to install all 3 of these, and then I'll be back when I'm done, just because my computer needs to restart and everything. So I will be right back. All right, so I've rebooted and everything's installed. And what I actually did was I installed the UAD version 10, and that updated the firmware of my interfaces and everything like that. Made me reboot. And since I'm a Luna user, I just opened Luna and it asked me to upgrade. And when I did that, it actually installed UA Connect and connected my iLock and everything like that. So it was super simple because I'm a Luna user. But if you are not, then you're going to have to install UA Connect. And now I have this UA Connect application. So I'm just going to open that. And it says redeem my plugin. So Apollo and UAD users get the UAD Spark versions of your plugins. So what I'm going to do is click redeem my plugins. And as we see here, there are no plugins listed here, even though I do own some of the plugins included in Spark, and it wants us to refresh, but I've been reading about this. Nothing's going to show up, at least for a few days. Now, if we come back to the article, it says delays in native UADX licenses for owners of UAD plugins. So what's happening here is we have to wait for the plugins to get added to our iLock, and then they will be available for download right here in UAD Connect. Guys, it's kind of funny. I was editing this video so that I could get it out to you guys, and I decided to check one more time. So I guess it only took about an hour here. So I have my license in here. I guess this is the only plugin I own that's part of the Spark bundle. So I'm going to hit activate license here. Now it wants me to download. And we are installing. All right, so I've opened up Luna here. And if we select a plugin slot, now we see our UADX plugins right here that we can use natively. And just to show you guys, because I also use Logic, so if I come down here to audio units, we have our Universal Audio UADX. So we have all those plugins in Logic as well. That's all. I've spoken my piece here. Like I said, for me, this is a win-win. I still am going to use the regular UAD2 plugins for tracking. I still need those. Still want to use those. So what they've done here isn't really bad in my case, but I can see why, certain people might be upset. If you found this video helpful at all, please remember to like and subscribe so that I can continue to grow my small channel. Hope you guys learned something. Leave a comment or like or dislike even if you want. Happy mixing, guys. Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to download your free Ultimate Home Studio Mix Guide with your go-to EQ and compression settings for all your tracks. And also be sure to register for my free online mix training that I hold a couple times a week so that you can learn how to make radio quality music from your home without breaking the bank.